Here's we begin. What should I title this thing? Looking through. ABaB. Chatting live. There we go. Schedule, nope. Thumbnail, that's fine. I do tags, right? Yep. I'll do that. I'm not gonna go crazy. Visibility, public, save. Alright. Should be pretty good. I say. If it changes to public, we're gonna be all set. But we'll see. Sub 2 minutes though. Oh, it's the wrong one. Gosh darn it. I titled the wrong one. Description again. Now let's do this again. No. Show more tags. Okay, second time's a charm. That's a saying. Come on, change. Oh, change to public, please. Come on. Come on. Change it up. It says public, but this is a tad interesting. Let's see. View in live control room. The stupid live control room that no one likes. It says it's public. Maybe. Cool. Okay, so assuming that this is right and that the streaming software is wrong, should be able to get into this. But I'm just really concerned that it's unlisted. I'm just doing this for no reason, which would be a shame. Really would. But hey, we got a concurrent viewer, so I think we're in business, right? And I think my thing just frozen, which is good. So I'm going to rely on the laptop I have right here for the current information because it appears that the one on my phone is broken. And we're just going to get into it. So basically, what I wanted to do today is a quick little thing flipping through this catalog because I actually like this catalog quite a bit. And it'll be fun to go in, and I remember I've always reminisced about the holiday catalog, so I wanted to go through it, highlight some things that I really like and some things that I thought were really dumb and some things that I thought were interesting. So who knows? It's not going to have the energy of last night because last night I was hyped. I was ready. And this night it's like, oh, it's a Friday midday and there's nothing for me except work. so it's like, it's whatever. But we're going to try to have fun. And we're going to try to get into it, right? So basically, let the games begin. So let's just start this. First of all, I really like this front catalog. I really do. I think like the whole oversized Lego stuff and all these different creations that aren't sets and the whole like rebuild the world thing is quite cool. So I'm really excited that I'm really glad they brought it in. Like look at that dragon. Thing looks pretty nice. So that's just a cool little thing I thought was there. And then we're gonna move on to what I can only describe as the who wants this category, which is basically, who wants this. I mean, you have Winter Snowball Fight. People could get that, for their towns or whatever. And then you got, wow, this looks awful. This looks actually awful. It looks a lot better on my screen than it does on the YouTube thing. Uh-oh, that's not good. But anyway, I mean, you have like the Nutcracker. I guess Brickhead people like that, and like the ornaments could fit on a tree. I don't really know why you would get a Lego wreath, right? Because you could hang it up like that, but literally, the Lego wreath is quite possibly the worst material you would want to hang up on your wall. Because do you know how many times wreaths fall down, and it's made of Lego? I just don't see that ending well for anybody in particular. So I just don't get it, man. I mean, it's 9 inches. Oh boy, it's a wreath, I guess. And then this weird like Black Friday catalog in the middle of it, so I can take a look at that. They did actually something I think is really cool or really good for making the money. Is they put 2 different weekends with November VIP weekend put before Black Friday to get people to spend even more money on Lego. So I gotta commend them for that, right? So we got VIP weekend, we got the exclusive dumb brick with a purchase of $200, which personally I don't get because this, which is $150 purchase, is way better than the dumb brick, so that beats me. But whatever, you have double VIP points this weekend starting tomorrow as of recording this today, which could be pretty nice. And this is yellow. Why is it yellow? This is not going my way today. Oh man, white balance. Let's say incandescent. And we fixed it. Alright, cool. So should have salvaged this thing, right? So anyway, basically what I was saying is VIP program is something, I guess. I have a VIP thing somewhere. Oh, we got a guy. Hello there. Oh boy. X-A combined with an E-A12 BBQ03. How are you doing today? So basically, I'm just going through this catalog and I'm being like, hey, this looks good, this looks dumb. And I'm saying that the brick looks dumb. VIP weekend, I think that now with the new VIP thing that I signed up for in the new system, you can't use your VIP points that you just earned on the same purchase, and you have to like save it from a card, which is dumb. So, oops. So I don't really know what that's about. I might do VIP weekend to get the, if you guys didn't know, I'm trying to get the Downtown Diner for the Lego Expert Creator sets, because that thing is going out of stock, and once it retires, it's going to be like $250, whereas retail it's $170, and I kind of don't want to spend more absorbent amounts of money than I already do on Lego, so I'm trying to do that. So I'm going to go with the VIP weekend. I'm going to order it tonight at 12:01, so technically tomorrow, and I'm going to get the Downtown Diner, get the Charles Dickens set, and not get the dumb brick. Oh man, what a shame. I can't get my brick made of teal, alas. But that's just what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to wait for Black Friday because I fear that by the time Black Friday rolls around, the thing's already going to be retired, and that's not going to be good for me or my wallet. So we have that. And now moving on to this giant Coliseum that I can't even fit in the freaking frame. I've been kind of out of the Lego community for maybe 2 months. I'm going to be completely honest. I didn't follow it for like 2 months because I had so many other things I was doing, right? But now I'm back into it full-fledged. I didn't really know this was coming other than like a few things I saw on Instagram. And this thing is absolutely insane. Like, this is really, really well done. And biggest Lego set ever, apparently, right? Like 9,000 pieces. 9,000 pieces for only $550. Like, dude, the price for pieces are having an aneurysm, a happy aneurysm at this. I don't know if there's a happy aneurysm, but they're having a fun time. And I mean, if you really want, you can get VIP, an exclusive chariot. So I don't know how much that chariot's going to be worth compared to the Coliseum, but you can do that if you want, man. And we have the Coliseum right here, which is it's a thing. I guess I'm not going to buy this because I don't want to be broke, and also I'm not a big Coliseum connoisseur. But if you're a big history guy, you're probably into this a lot, right? It's kind of like on the same things as like Lego architecture, but giant. So I don't really know how long this is. Oh, here it is. 10.5 inches high, 20.5 inches wide, and 23 inches deep. Wow, that's a lot of inches. That's pretty insane. I mean, hopefully it does well, and hopefully the people that like it will be able to get it, but for me, it's personally not something that I enjoy. Alright, and then you have this November 27th to the 30th for Black Friday weekend. It's weird they're not doing that in December, right? But you have a holiday tree with purchases over $40. It's a tree. Like, it's a very nice incentive for people to spend. Like, $40 is a very low tier thing, right? Really like your Mox keyboard with the great. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I have some things on deck. Next thing is a tutorial, so it's not exactly, a big mock of grandiose quality, but it's still gonna be pretty fun. But I have a ton of mocks built right now. I have at least 3, and I just have to make the right videos for them and get them out, but they're gonna be really fun. So, oh jeez, oh man, we're having we're having an earthquake over here, which coincidentally we did have an earthquake the other day. We've only had 6 earthquakes in my state, my little state of Rhode Island, and we had one the other day, so it must have been an aftershock. And then we're gonna go on to calling all what is this? I don't even know what this is. Oh, it's just like, oh, this is the different categories for the Lego catalog that no one's gonna follow, and they're just gonna go through the catalog anyway. Alright, so Diagon Alley is something that I really, really like. I like it, and I went to Universal this January, believe it or not, before the world exploded. And before the world exploded, it was a very, very nice place, and I really liked it, and I really liked the whole layout of this. I think it's they're amazing builds. I think the set is utterly amazing for Harry Potter people. $400 for the price per piece is great too, if you care about that. And it's a great colors, and I just like it a lot. I love it. I'm not personally a big Harry Potter person. I just went to Universal because my friend was going and we were gonna have a fun trip. And I don't really care about Harry Potter that much, but I did watch the movies for the trip, and they were cool. Except for the last one, I hated it, but we'll get away from that. And you just have some other Harry Potter sets that are looking really, really nice. I really like the Harry Potter sets a lot. It's a shame that Marvel seemingly can't, or the superhero sets seemingly can't get sets of this quality, because to me the Marvel sets are quite garbo. But except for a few. But yeah, these things look really, really nice. Like the tower, they have to have a ton of Hogwarts sets at this point. Like, they must all connect together, judging by like these holes and whatever. And it looks really, really nice. Like, oh yeah, it connects, I guess. Oh, that's just the same set. But yeah, it looks really nice. Aha, my section. I like this whole page, except for the brickheads, because I hate brickheads, but it's like, whatever. So basically, I'm trying to move this down because it looks really, really light live stream on the YouTube, and over here it looks really dark, which is weird, but I'm going to try to adjust to that, right? So basically, Mandalorian Battle Pack, I love it. I absolutely love the Mandalorian Battle Pack. It seems to be the Mandalorian like page minus the AAT. So I really love the Mandalorian Battle Pack. I already own 4. So I have quite a bit, and I'm planning to get more. And it's really good. I have been buying theme sets lately. I prefer classic. To be honest, me too. Not like I wasn't really a fan of the '90s stuff or like things going back then because I didn't grow up with them. But I really love like 2011 like Lego themes. You know, not licensed themes. Like think about 2011, 2010 era, right? You had Pharaoh's Quest, Alien Conquest, a lot of questing, Atlantis, World Racers, Ninjago. You had all these different things flying out, and then today you have Ninjago, and that's pretty much it for non-licensed themes. You have Monkey Kid. I mean, that's something new that people seem to like, I guess. I haven't seen a lot of Monkey Kid fans ever, but it seems to be a line that's doing pretty well. I mean, you had Hidden Side, which is again, another theme. So I guess they're returning a bit to form there because now we have Hidden Side and Jago and Monkey Kid. But like, you can't beat the 2011 like 5 different non-licensed. Oh, you had Castle too, dude. Like, come on. And I know with the times changing and kids not necessarily playing with physical toys as much, you kind of have to have the licensed themes to draw more people in and make up for the revenue that now digital things and video games are taking out. But for me personally, you just can't beat the classics, man. Like those non-licensed sets were king, dude. The Child, I mean, it's a thing, I guess. This is kind of when I was like a bit out of the community for a little bit, but looks good. Any complaints about it? AAT, freaking cool. I actually have it. I got it right here. Just bought it the other day. Waiting to build it for later, but that's a story for another day. Timeout. What does it mean? Live streams would mean a timeout? Alright, we seem to be back. We seem to be good. Alright, next page we got the heads. I'm just going to call them the heads. Or the helmets, I guess you should say. Helmets look pretty cool. $60. Not up my alley, but they look really nice, especially the Boba Fett one. And I think those are pretty dang cool. And Anakin Starfighter, that's another one that I want to get eventually because it just looks really good, and I don't have that yet. I have the 2014 Obi-Wan one, but I don't have an Anakin one, so I kind of want to get my hands on that one. Do you have the 2020 AT-AT? I do not, because I honestly don't really want it. I didn't grow up with the original trilogy per se, so I'm like less, I buy less of those sets because it's just not what I grew up with. And maybe if I rewatch the films, I'll have a deeper appreciation. But for me, it's like $160 that I'd rather spend on, the Clone Wars sets or the Razor Crest or something. Because I think it's 160, right? The AT-AT. But anyway, no matter how much money it is, I'd rather just spend it on something that's different. Like Death Star Duel. Apparently, it's a great set, and I'm sure the OG prequel boom or OG trilogy boomers like it, right? But for me, it's just not one of the films I grew up with, so I just don't really care for it. Same with the Mos Eisley Cantina. It looks amazing. It's a really nice build. I think it's really, really good. Look at all those minifigures. That's pretty crazy. But for me, it's just not one of the films that I grew up with. So I'm waiting for that UCS gunship, baby. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. So then this is a set that I really, really want. I'm not even kidding. Because I know you can make fun of it with the pancake head, but I want to buy it and mod it because it's based off of the Hulkbuster from the Armored Adventures animated series. It was a Marvel cartoon that there was a little while ago, and I really liked it as a kid, and I really, really want to get it and make it from that series because it's kind of there, but it's not quite there yet. The one in the series had a lot more better angles and the pancake head made sense because it was more slouched forward, so the head didn't look like really weird because it was a more arched forward head in the first place. So that's kind of what I want to get, and also you get the rescue figure. Come on, I need that. Avengers Tower Battle is something that if I had an infinite amount of money, I'd get just for the figures because of the Iron Man suits. Eventually, I want to maybe start collecting those, but that's like further down the line when I'm a middle-aged man. Hopefully I get that far. So basically, that's that. And we're going to try to focus this camera in a little bit because we're getting a bit We're getting a bit thin here, right? Auto. There we are. Okay. So I really hope that we'd focus a little more, on the screen here. But it's whatever. So now Batmobile, if you like the Batmobile, it's cool. I know they had, or the Batwing, I know they had the frickin' Batmobile last year. So, I mean, if you like it, it's whatever. Off. I'm still trying to figure out the settings here because I'm a bit new at this, so just give me a little minute here. Autofocus. Sure. I don't know anymore. So maybe if I hold this up, it'll focus a little bit, or not. Whatever. Let's just keep going. So yeah, that's basically what I think about that. If you like it, cool. Super Mario, I don't like this at all. I really don't like Super Mario. I heard that people who don't like it and they get it really, really enjoy it, right? And they're like, oh man, it's so great. I personally just can't see it. And I also can't see anything because this thing won't focus. But that's besides the point. So yeah, that's kind of my opinion on all the Super Mario stuff. I'm sure it has some great tech, but I just can't really get into it. This looks really cool, however. If you grew up with the Nintendo Entertainment System, I think that looks really neat. And it's a really cool model for people who grew up with that, and I think that's a really cool thing to do. Mindstorms, basically rich kids the set, because they're always like $400 for these Mindstorm things. But yeah, these things are fine. I was never a Mindstorm person. I was never a Technic person because I just grew up with all the classic like 9D sets from my dad and whatever. So I kind of had an aversion to Technic because it was new and it was like But yeah, I'm not really a fan of that. Architecture, if you like it, cool. I'm just not really a big fan of architecture. It seems like a lot of little pieces and a lot of little stuff for such a high price for me. But if you like models, go for it, man. Wow, this is just getting worse. This is just getting progressively worse. It's like a virus. It's just the focus is just getting progressively worse on this camera. Can we fix this? Is there something that we can fix? Smooth, aggressive. What does aggressive camera editing mean? I don't know. But EDOF, I don't know what that means. Macro beats me. So we're going to go auto. I'm getting a new streaming thing anyway soon. I'm going to move to the thing that everybody else has used because it doesn't have a dumb watermark on it. And also it's just way better. So I'm just going to tear through this quickly while this thing progressively gets worse. Because this is an awful quality stream, dude. Dude, this is pretty insane. But we're going to get through it. And thank you guys for sticking with me. I'm sure you hear from me and not the video quality because otherwise you leave. So you have the Old Trafford Manchester United. My aunt's been there because I was like, oh, you know soccer, right? Cause she's a big soccer person. She traveled all over the world. And she's like, oh man, I remember that. That's neat. She wants the London Bridge set that was retired a few years ago, and she never got her hands on that one. So maybe if they bring that back as one of the big sets they bring back, that'd be really cool. But she thought this was pretty cool as well. And we got the bookshop for all the book nerds that are doing their thing. The diner, that's the thing I want. You can't even see it on the camera, but I burp. It's the Bash in the Brick stream. And yeah, diner's where it's at, baby. Haunted house, cool. Looks really cool. If you're a haunted house person, it looks great. It looks all gothic. It looks really nice. Apparently, there's smart devices required, but not include. Wait, really? Smart device required. Oh, smart device required and not included. I thought they were like, oh, you need these things to build it, but we're not going to include them. But no, that would be an Apple move. But it looks really cool. That's again something that came out when I was kind of like taking a step back and working on other stuff. But it looks really neat. It looks like, oh, we're reaching the end. Lego gift cards. Oh, I remember getting these gift cards a long time ago before we got a Lego store close to me, like 15 to 20 minutes away. We used to have to drive as a family as a kid anytime to the Lego store. It would be like a yearly pilgrimage, a whole mile up to Massachusetts, because in Rhode Island, a mile doesn't seem a lot to anybody, but to us, where if you drive a mile, you cross the entire state, and anything is pretty much 10 minutes away at any given time, it seems like a long time. To Rhode Islanders, an hour is a long time. 4 hours, it's like, oh my god, we gotta stay at an inn, we gotta pack a snack, we gotta get a hotel room on our way there. It's a big adventure. So a whole hour was a bit of a pilgrimage, and we had a mile away. So when you got that gift card, it's like, oh yeah, we're going. We sealed the deal. It's like, we're going to the Lego store now. It's awesome. I used to get them for Christmas or whatever and be like, yes. We used to go for February vacation, and we used to go for my birthday in August. So it's like every 6 months we would go to the Lego store, and that would be the big event. It would be kind of cool. VIP, have you checked out the reward center lately? Absolutely not. I have an account somewhere. It's I have trouble logging in. I just have to make a new account, I think. But dude, it's like I don't care about the VIP rewards program. To be completely honest, it's like, what, you get $5 off $100. Okay, Target does that. Oh, you get exclusive rewards. Oh, that's nice. But also, I can go to Kohl's right now and get $10 off every $50 I spent, which is literally 4 times the amount of cash back that you're offering me there. It's like, oh geez, that's cool, I guess. And I mean, having their promos as a part of the VIP program only is pretty good for people to get people to sign up for. I mean, I'm doing it just because I need the Downtown Diner, and the Christmas Carol set looks cool. But the Lego VIP reward program, I know they revamped it. And I know now you can, sometimes spend your points on things that were previously out of stock in previous promos, right? But for me, it's just like, meh. It's just meh. I don't really see the VIP program incentivized when I could be like, oh, let me go to Barnes & Noble and get, like, any Lego set. It's like 20% off, or Walmart 20% off, Amazon 20% off. It just doesn't seem very feasible to me unless you have, like, that promo going. To me, there's just not enough incentive to shop at actual Lego. And I think that's a sentiment that many people hold. Spinjitzu Burst, dude, Ninjago is getting the short end of the stick. They have like a 1-page, dude. They have a Spinjitzu because Spinjitzu they haven't been able to perfect since the first season, apparently, in the second season. Because Spinjitzu, they keep on bringing it back, and it keeps on just not being as good. The first season of Ninjago Spinner game was fantastic. It had like a Magic the Gathering level amount of rules. There was strategy involved. You could play with your friends. It was so fun. It was like Beyblade with extra steps. I know that, but it was just a really, really fun game, and I have very fond memories of it. So when I see things like this, it's like, I mean, cool. There's now a brick built thing where there wasn't before, and like that's cool. But like it used to be an entire game, and now it's like, oh, let me just go, and this guy spins around. It's like, whatever. I don't care. Skull Sorcerer Dragon. This thing looks pretty neat. I mean, the skeletons are back. I always loved the skeletons. Were my favorite villains, and those are pretty cool. Even though they're black now, and the heads are a little weirder, I guess. But Dragon looks cool. I will say that Ninjago, right? As my disinterest of it grew, the set quality also improved. So I'll always love the first 2 seasons to death. I don't care that the sets look not that great anymore. And I think the Legacy series is really fantastic. It's kind of a Ninjago rant here. Because you can get things periodically from every season and just keep on doing new things and new iterations. Like, Ninjago is never going to die, man. Like, Ninjago is just immortal, I think. I personally think. I mean, people would say that about Bionicle, and look where that went. But I think that Ninjago, between the show, between being able to do the Legacy line and just reissue all these things with brand new techniques and brand new pieces and all these different scales, I think Ninjago is going to be a powerhouse for a long time. And it's really, really nice to see, because if they didn't have Ninjago, you would only have City and Friends for the non-licensed themes that are kind of like always there, and that would just kind of suck. I really like that there's a non-licensed theme, like, plugging ahead at all this stuff. Oh look, a cement mixer. You can get a cement mixer if you want. It spins around, and it spins that way, and it measures over 60 inches long. So that's a I don't know. It's a cement mixer. I'm not a Technic guy, as I said. It's like, whatever, they go up and they go down. It's like, all right, cool. Give me my Star Wars. And yeah, we're gonna keep going. So Lego Friends is probably one of my least favorite themes. Is one of the best colors. I really dig the colors on all Lego Friends. they always have these really neat, all these really neat colors that you can't get really anywhere else. I mean, it's not as good as Lego Elves was, right? Lego Elves was freaking king, dude. I'm gonna say it right now, manliest Lego theme of all time, I know, but it's like, yeah, Ninjago is like the Bionicle of this generation. It really, really is. I know the Zoomers grew up with Bionicle, right? And like that was, the Bionicle was the main powerhouse for a long time. And I remember seeing all the ads when I was really, really young. But Ninjago was like the thing that when I was growing up, that was like the main thing. I know they tried to bring Bionicle back, like, you know, they kind of half did it, and they failed, because I think what ended up happening with Bionicle is the fans grew up and there weren't enough fans replacing him. But Ninjago's doing a really great job of being appealing to new kids. I just had like some like thing happen to my back. Like, what's going on? Am I getting old here? This is what a 19-year-old feels, dude. Anyway. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Bionicle didn't have enough fans coming back in, and Ninjago appeals to younger kids a lot more than Bionicle, I think. And there's also a lot more room, in my opinion, for customization, because I have a friend who's hardcore Bionicle. He does equal Bionicle and Lego stuff, right? Like Lego Mox. But I always just see him, it's like, dude, you have to realize that there's not enough customization, because, or there's not enough, but there's not as much customization as Lego pieces. There just isn't the same amount of pieces you can interlock with it looking really nice. Like Bionicle, to make it look really nice, you have to really know what you're doing, and you have to be able to put a lot of like all these weird angles, and people who customize Bionicle can make amazingly beautiful things, but it requires a lot of skill. And Lego, I feel like, has a way less like skill floor. Like, you can get in a lot easier, and it's a lot easier to start making your own mocks. So I think that also counted to Bionicle's demise a little bit. But hopefully Ninjago keeps going strong. I really hope. I'm not a fan of Ninjago anymore. I don't watch the show. I don't buy the sets. I think some of the sets are really cool. I'm just not a fan anymore, but I respect the series incredibly. And yeah, that's not really. I just thought of something I want to talk about at the end. That's why there's a bit of pause there. So yeah, just more Lego Friends. I mean, it's like whatever. Lego Friends. Those tube pieces are cool. Tubes, cool. Friendship bus. I would hang out in a friendship bus, dude. Freaking skyline. There's a tree. There's a pop-up tree. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how that can happen in nature, but that's cool. You got a slide in the back. Come on. Tell me you wouldn't want to go camping in that thing. I got jewelry box. That's you keep some jewelries in it, I guess, if you want. I mean, not really for me personally. I don't really have much jewelry, but yeah, that's cool. Pineapple pencil holder. I mean, cool if you want to hold pencils. This is all the dots thing. The dots is a great way to get pieces, but for me it's like, oh, dots. All right, cool. Moving on. Main square. That looks to me okay. It looks like a lot of just medium-sized builds that are kinda for younger kids to me. A lot of like more basic blocky shapes, right? And it looks like a great set. Oh, geez, $200, dude. It's just like the weirdest set to me, the main square. I don't know if people like this, but it's like, look at all these kind of good, or not kind of good, right? But kind of advanced, but like more for kids builds, all of them. And then you've all like these really kind of simple builds going on, but it's so highly priced that is it kind of like a starter, like a city starter for kids? I'm kind of confused by this one. But I'm not a city guy, so I can't really comment. I can't comment on this stuff though. This is, have these been like around for like years? Like, I feel like I've seen this Rapunzel's Tower forever. Like, just glancing through catalogs. Like, has this stuff just been around forever? Is this still a thing that happens? The Disney princesses stuff? I don't even know. It's like, whatever. Mickey Mouse things. I can comment on this. Who would buy these? I don't know. I know exactly who would buy these. The Disney fanatics. They're gonna love these and buy them all up, right? But for me, it's just like $180 for that, dude. I would really just rather spend 170 on the diner. I know that's just me, and that's my love for 50s. Fueling me to buy the diner. I mean, if you really like this, then it would be cool. And there's probably people who really love this, but for me, just like I can't really see it, man. But I guess that's where it is. The camera looks neat, but I just not for me. That's what I'm just saying. Not for me. Not bad, just not for me. And then we got some other things that they couldn't fit in the catalog, I guess, so they just gave you QR codes. The dinosaur thing, my friend will be happy about that because he wanted the dinosaur, the Jurassic Park gate, and he didn't know if it was retired or not, and I didn't either, so I'll have to tell him about that. The art things look neat. I mean, if you didn't have to get like 6 of them to get the big one and the 3 versions, then like that would be cool. I mean, they're a bit steep price-wise, but then again, you get a lot of pieces for it. It's just not my particular thing. Even as a graphic design major, I just can't really vibe with them. I'd rather just build my little Star Wars ships, and you go pew pew pew. I don't do that. I'm a very professional Lego guy here. Don't mistake me. Monkey Kid, it looks neat. There's some really cool builds, but it's I don't know. It's like I'm not gonna say that. It's Lego classic, cool. Minecraft, cool. I guess it works well. Never bought a Minecraft set, never will. Creator, that's very creative as always. Not seeing your favorite Lego theme in this catalog? Yeah. Ninjago got like a page, dude. Well, I got Star Wars, so that's really cool. Great gifts under $15. Notice how none of these are sets because there's not really a lot of sets under $15. But yeah. Experience what's in store. Not likely because my state's about to get shut down again. Well, we're going to like a 2-week like pause period where a lot of things are limited in the public because we're having like a speed run for world records of COVID cases right now in my state. So the governor's like, whoa, calm down. And we're doing like a 2-week pause where a lot of things are scaled back. So maybe we'll see what's in store. Maybe we won't. At the end of the 2 weeks, she'll be like, all right, did it work? And we can avoid a lockdown? Or are we going in lockdown 2 electric boogaloo? Who knows? So we just have to freaking find out, I guess. And grand piano, I don't know who wants this, but I guess it's cool. I guess. Again, don't see any grand piano fans in the comment section going like, yeah, mate, the grand piano is so good. I just don't see them. But we'll see. International Space Station for $70. I think it looks really, really good. I think it looks like a really good $70 set. I was pretty blown away by that price. Then you have Yeet Street over here, which is just like, it's cool. Sesame Street, it's like, whatever. I know the Lego Ideas set looked a lot better. Hoopers, I thought it said Hooters. I was like, wait a minute, what? I saw the HOO letter ERS, and I was like, what? Okay. That makes a lot more sense. We're good. And I know the Lego Ideas set looked a lot bigger, but I don't know. It looks cool to me. So I want to talk about a few things that I thought were interesting in this catalog, right? So in this one, if you look at the Star Wars section, they had the AAT in it, which the last one didn't have the AAT, which I know they're having short stock, but it's very curious that this one does. So I'm thinking that they're having a bit more stock in it, right? Which is weird because the 501st Battle Pack, I think this is really telling that the 501st Battle Pack is not in this catalog or the last catalog, and is not going to be in any of the catalogs. This is the last one, I believe, for the holiday season. And that's their most popular set of all time. You can only buy one in store. It's sold out everywhere. They go for an insane amount of money on the secondhand market, right? So I think it's really telling that they didn't put the set that they would sell the most in the catalog, because that's how little stock they have. And I think that's the reason. That's my game theory. There's no evidence for this, but I just found it really interesting how they didn't put their most popular set of all time in the holiday catalogs when people are buying the most Lego. The reason for that, I don't know, but that's really interesting how in neither of the catalogs the 501st Battle Pack wasn't in it. And that's just something that I wanted to point out. So, what to while I'm going through this and I'm wrapping this thing up, I need to start doing this editing journey because I'm going to edit a video today and hopefully get it out by 4 o'clock today, which is like in 4 hours. So we're gonna kind of speed run that a little bit. But while I'm wrapping up, what do you guys want to talk about? Any questions for me? What I'm watching? What are you guys watching? What are you guys playing? I'm gonna try to catch up a little bit before I end this. It's gonna be a few minutes. So feel free to ask whatever you want in the comment section. I am working. I will say this while you guys are typing out your things here. I will say that I am working on a lot of Lego instructions. I have plenty upon plenty of ideas for what I want to do, and what I'm doing is I'm going into stud.io, which is digital designer, Lego digital designer, but for Bricklink, and making custom PDFs of all the instructions. So the game theory is I put them up on the internet, people buy them, they're all the digital files, and they're able to build it themselves. It comes with the part list and all that, and I've been doing that. I sold a few on eBay already, so that's pretty good. But I need to find another website, and I think I found one, because it turns out that eBay, you shouldn't sell digital files, and anybody who sells digital instructions on that is kind of skirting the line. So I kind of don't want to do that because I like my eBay account not nuked. So that's cool. And yeah, so look out for those. I'm trying to get them up. I'm kind of working on building some stuff over the next few days, and hopefully next few weeks when we go into lockdown 2, which is what I'm thinking is going to happen. Do I like Transformers? Yes, I do indeed. In fact, the next video I'm making is a Transformers video. It's a tutorial on the Lego Transformers Shockwave, which a surprising amount of people wanted. And I think, despite being a tutorial, it's going to be a pretty fun video to make, I think, actually. So I'm pretty excited for that. Yeah, I love Transformers Prime. I love Transformers G1. The original Transformers movie from 1986 is, I kid you not, one of my favorite, if not my favorite movie of all time. I love that movie to death. And not even like unironically, I love that movie so much. I love every single second of it, dude. So yeah, you can say I'm a big Transformers fan. I have a Transformers poster on my wall. I can't show it because I don't think it'll focus with the light too well. But yeah, I'm pretty big. It's a G1 poster. I'm a pretty big fan. I saw the G1 movie in theaters last year, or no, 2017. Wait, no. Oh no, yeah, last year. I saw the G1 1986 movie in theaters because they were doing like a 35th anniversary thing. So I get to see that, and that was really cool. And yeah, you could say I'm a Transformers fan. You could say that. So yeah, that's kind of the catalog wrapped up, I think. Unless you guys wanna. Wow, yeah, I know, I'm a bit of a fan. My dad had all the G1 sets, and my dad works at Hasbro, obviously the toy company that makes Transformers, and he has pretty much every single like combiner that's out right now, all the Earthrise stuff. That's all. He has all that stuff. It's kind of like stored away right now because he doesn't have the space, but we pretty much have every combiner. Bruticus. We have the San Diego. I have the San Diego Comic-Con Metroplex. Things like Gigantic. We have Tripticon. All the big guys. Fortress Maximus. You know, all the big players. So we have that. My dad bought all the reissues of G1 like in the box downstairs. Like it's pretty crazy. You would be surprised how much of a big Transformers fans this household is. Yeah, now we're talking. Yeah, you know the businessman. So yeah, you could say we quite a bit of Transformers. We have all the Armada stuff from like the 2000s. We have the first Unicon ever made in like 2003 or whatever, and it has like all the mini cons attached to it, and we have like 100 mini cons. It's pretty crazy. I remember playing with those as a kid. So he has all the masterpieces, and he has the Megatron that was smuggled in from Japan because in America you couldn't have that realistic looking guns, so we had to buy it from Japan, because Japan you can do whatever you want basically legally, so he had to buy that. And we have a lot of masterpieces downstairs, and just genuinely an extreme amount of Transformers memorabilia, dude. Almost as much as Lego. It's pretty insane, man. Like, I'm not even bragging. Like, that's just me being serious. Like, there's there's a lot of stuff down there, dude. Oh, so yeah. One thing I did work on, right, is holy yeah, no, dude. Freaking packet. Oh, dude, it's 1:20. Jeez, how long has this been, man? I have to end in like 10 minutes if I want to have enough time to edit this thing. Shoot. So 10-minute mark, boys. Sorry. You're just gonna have to have it. This is a lot longer than I thought it'd be because people are here and I'm having some fun. One thing I did do recently is as in today, updated my Avatar Banshee to have the better color scheme going on here. Can't really see it too well, but basically what I just did is I improved the color scheme on the wings, because a fun thing about Digital Designer is that when you're building the thing digitally, with a few clicks you can change the colors. You don't have to go, alright, I need this piece, alright, I need this piece, I need this color, oh, this doesn't look good, I gotta put it all back. You know, Digital Designer is beep, 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 boop, 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 and you can change the colors and anything you want. So I redid the colors on this guy for a video that's coming out soon, kind of saying, hey, instructions are available, please buy some. That'd be pretty neat. So that video's coming out. One thing I want to talk about also before I wrap up, a little update thing, is check this out, right? So my friend made this kind of like Borderlands crate looking thing. If you can see that, you can't really see it that well, to be honest, because again, I have no idea what's going on with this camera quality, but you kind of see it a little better. It's like it's a gun crate. I really like how he designed it. So he gave me the design, and you can flip this up, and there's room in there to store, whatever you want. That's an edition that I made. He originally had it all blocked up, but I cleared it out because it was blocked up for no reason, and I have that. So shout out to Big Booty 420 on Bricklink. Andrew, you gotta change your name, dude. But shout out to him for that. And I really wanted to change the color scheme on these things, right? So I took my aqua and I made these. I really like the look of them. It was interesting. I didn't want the color blue to overbear the gray, but I really like the light gray as well. So you kind of more like Imperial Star Wars crate going on. And then you have like some sort of spaceport, like more spacey looking crates. So that's just something that I thought was cool. It's like this is like the show and tell section, basically, until 1:30 when I end. This is like my show and tell section. I'm working on what else am I working on down here? I got a few Overwatch things in the pipeline, and by a few I mean like a handful, like quite a bit, and that's gonna be really fun. I built all this stuff, right? I built all of these things because I was like, Overwatch 2, like new news is coming out like this year, and I'm gonna have all this stuff ready, so when it comes out, I'm gonna have all these videos pumping out, and it'll be topical, and I'll be on top of things for once. And for once, I'm ahead of the game because no news has come out on Overwatch 2, and now I'm just stuck with all this Overwatch 2 stuff, and it's like, well darn, because I don't want to release it yet. But I have that just standing by, and we're gonna figure out what's happening with that. Last thing is, where is it? I think my laptop is sitting on it. Here we are. I'm currently working on another custom minifig. I made. You can't really see it at all, but I made some custom shoulders. I have them all primed, and I have a primed helmet, and I just have all these different primed pieces going on because I'm waiting for a certain character to maybe appear in The Mandalorian before I start, but I might just change it to a different character anyway. I'm not sure, but yeah, if you can friggin' get a hint by that. I'm trying to shave down the hair piece and get it a little better. I don't even know if you can see it, so it's a bit in my favor, right? But yeah, we're gonna see. I might do it now. There's like 3 figures that I want to make out of that, and I'm just kind of trying to whittle down what I want to do with it. But we'll see. We shall see, because now it isn't even known if this character is going to appear in The Mandalorian like I thought. So yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So yeah, it does suck that Overwatch 2 was delayed. Apparently it was supposed to come out this year, but Rona bros. So coronavirus kind of put a halt on that. But it's looking really good. We're going to get new information in February. Hopefully some of the new character designs so I can get to work on some minifigures. And we'll see. Also, the Overwatch sets that were leaked were for Overwatch 2, but they were leaked like in 2018. And I'm really, really hoping that they were just delayed and not canceled. And they were just delayed because of the movie releases. Because if you look at things like Minions and Wonder Woman, right? Like, a lot of those sets were pushed back. I mean, not Wonder Woman, but like in the Minions, so the sets were pushed back for the film. And I'm hoping that's what's happening with Overwatch. And that they weren't just canceled, because those sets sounded really, really nice. The ones that are coming out. And I was really looking forward to those. So, hopefully. And if worst comes to worst, I'll just make the sets myself. Screw it. I know it's going to be in every single set because I'm a huge Overwatch fan. And I know just by the names what's in it. So, I would make my own. Fine, I'll do it myself. Well, that whole sentiment. But, yeah. I guess that's it, man. That's what I'll do. I'm gonna start to shut down, preliminary systems here, and we're starting to wind down the stream. Got a whole 4 minutes left. It's been good. It's been running about an hour. We've had two people with average watch time being really, really good, and I'm really happy with that. We have some other people stopping by. What I'm going to do with this stream and the last stream is re-upload them on the channel as just live stream edits, and just have a little more content in there between, because this is basically what this is for. I want to connect to the community more because I've been really sucking at that, and I want to make new content because I've been sucking at that too. So I'm trying to be a bit better with running a YouTube channel. Supposedly YouTube glitches it all the time, but supposedly I reached 800 subscribers today, which is pretty cool. I like that a lot, and I never knew that I would get that far, but I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna see what I can do, and I'm hoping that with Overwatch 2 being released and Overwatch 1 being the thing that really kicked off this channel, I'm thinking Overwatch 2 can hopefully bring in a new renaissance, but we'll see. I'm not waiting for that. I'm just gonna try without it, and we'll see where we get. So that was basically the stream. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Thank you, X-A combined with an E-A12BBQ03 for stopping by, and our other unnamed guy, and anybody else who may have stopped by along the way. This has been A Bastion of Bricks, signing off.